So Mike, we're talking snow. What's going on?
Yeah, you know what? There's a chance for some flakes, Hannah, but I think what's more impressive is maybe the end of the week. Remember yesterday I said I was watching that system?
Right.
Well, we've got a little more data to work with now, a little more information, so we can break it down for you. So pay attention to this. It's an interesting forecast, to say the least. Nothing is set in stone just yet for the end of the week. We'll get there in a second. First, let's talk about tonight. We've got some cloud cover already starting to settle in. This again could have an impact on what we actually end up with for low temperatures tonight, but I still feel confident that we're going to see a lot of 20s away from the coastline. And as you get closer to the 95 corridor is where we'll mix in spots closer to the 29 or 30 degree mark, and then freezing to about 35 along the coastline, all the way from Eastport and Lubec to Kittery. That's what I'm expecting for low temperatures tonight, and then tomorrow during the day it looks kind of gray and rainy and raw as we start to move some of this moisture north and into our region, and that's where we actually could see some flakes get mixed in. So watch how this all plays out. Again, we drop those temperatures back tonight. I think models are overestimating these temperatures just a tad. Everybody is under cloud cover by tomorrow morning. Already starting to see some showers through parts of Vermont and along I-93 into southern New Hampshire. And as that moisture builds in, take a look. 1 o'clock tomorrow, we've got some mixing going on near Rangeley. We've got snow between Eustis and Jackman, and that's all the way into the northwest woods and the Allagash, taking over the county and the Katahdin region. But since we're mixing in more warm air as the day goes on, we do eventually see a transition to rain just about everywhere except maybe far northwestern portions of the county. I wouldn't be surprised if Madawaska or Fort Kent ended up with about 2 inches tomorrow, and then we do start to clear out by Tuesday morning. Possible that we'll see a lingering sprinkle Tuesday morning. So here's what I've been teasing. Really not that impressive for a snowfall map. There's that just 1 to 2 inch band that I've been talking about. Otherwise, we'll see a lot of mixing, and south we see a lot of rain. Most of Maine and most of New Hampshire will see just rain showers tomorrow. As the week progresses, we clear out a little bit for Tuesday. Looking better for Tuesday and Wednesday now. Not quite as unsettled as I thought we might be yesterday. And then Thursday gets a bit more interesting. We're going to have this really cold air to our north. High pressures trying to build in, and that's going to be funneled all the way into Maine. And we'll be watching all this moisture right here, this storm that's going to be located over the Ohio Valley in West Virginia. And depending on how far north that gets and can interact with that cold air, it could allow for a little bit of snow at the end of the week as well. Keeping an eye on Tropical Storm Zeta right now, too. It's eventually forecast to move into the Gulf. Movement for now, though, is still stationary. We'll keep you updated with that as we get more information. Seas tomorrow, 2 to 4 feet. Southeast wind 10 to 15 knots, gusting to 20 knots. Your 7-day forecast inland. There it is. Maybe a late sprinkle on Wednesday. Clouds thicken for Thursday. Watching on Friday with those mountain flakes. Happy Halloween Saturday. Brighter and chilly. We set the clocks back overnight Saturday into Sunday. Similar at the coastline, although I think that we could make it to about 56 on Thursday, 45 on Friday, and depending on where that cold air sets up, we could even see some mixing at the coast. So it's that time of year, and Hannah, it's not uncommon, I guess, to see, especially in the mountains, some flakes this time of year, but we still have to tweak some of the finer details with Friday's forecast.
But hey, Pete, we're learning about it early. We're getting it on people's radar early. So if they're still thinking about a Halloween costume for Saturday, I know a lot of people get creative depending on the weather. I've seen kids with umbrellas. They go as jellyfish or something like that. You could be a meteorologist out there in the elements.
There you go. You can be like when we're out there in the snowstorms with like the big puffy jackets. That's the best way to do it.
Lenso and a hat. Yeah. Thank you, Mike.